Good morning, students. Today we are going to start exercise 5.2. In this exercise, we will learn about histogram. Now, you all need to learn what do you mean by histogram. Histogram is a graphical representation of a grouped frequency distribution table in the form of rectangles, in the form of continuous classes. For example, in previous classes, we have learned how can we make frequency distribution table 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. These are continuous data. Histogram is a graphical representation of a group frequency distribution in form of class interval with continuous data. In this histogram, we make a graph. In x-axis, it is x-axis and it is y-axis, where x-axis and y-axis meet known as origin O. In x-axis, we are taking class intervals. In x-axis, we have to take class intervals, and in y-axis, we have to take frequencies. In histogram, there are no difference between the bars. These are the bars and there are no differences between the bars. Now, in this way, we can draw histogram. But in drawing bar graph, there are difference between the bars. And bar graphs are used when data is not given in continuous form. Histogram is used when data is given in continuous form. And in histogram, there are no gaps between the width of the bars. There are no gaps between the width of the bars. Let's start exercise 5.2. In this question, sample of 20 persons. The amount of money in thousands of rupees with each was found to be as follows: 114, 108, 100, 98 and so on. These are the sample of 20 persons. You have to draw a histogram of the group frequency distribution table taking one of the class interval as 50 to 100. In this question, we have to given 50 to 100. We have to take class interval as 50 to 100. For histogram, we have to prepare frequency distribution table. In first column, we have to take class intervals. Here amount is given to you. Class interval. Here amount is given to you in terms of thousands. In second interval, we are counting by using tally marks. In third column, we have to take frequencies. Now, in this question, you have to take class interval from 50 to 100. So, count how many amount comes in this class interval 50 to 100. In this class interval, 100 is not considered. Here only 198. 98 is the only one frequency in this class interval 50 to 100. 1 can be represented by using tally marks in such a way that. Next class interval is continuous, so we have to take difference of 50 class intervals. 50 to 100, 100 to 150. Now you have to check how many amount comes under this class interval 100 to 150. That means 150 is not considered. You have to check out 100 to 149. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here 12 frequency comes under the class interval 100 to 150. 12 can be counted in tally marks in such a way that 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth telemark can be represented as diagonally. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th telemark can be represented diagonally. 11, 12. In this way, you have to represent telemarks. Next class interval is 150 to 100. Sorry, 150 to 200. Now check out how many amount comes under this class interval 150 to 200. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 4 is the frequency of the class interval 150 to 200 and 4 can be represented as 1, 2, 3, 4. Next class interval is 200 to 250. Here 1, 2 and 3. 3 is the frequency of the class interval 200 to 250. 3 can be represented as 1, 2, 3. In this way we have to make group frequency distribution table. Now you have to draw histogram. By drawing histogram we have to take class interval in x-axis and frequency on the y-axis. You have to draw histogram. It is x-axis and it is y-axis. On x-axis we have to take class interval. Class interval is in terms of money. So we can take here money. And in y-axis we have to take frequency, or you can say number of people. Here class interval is given in terms of 50, 150, 100. Here difference is given to you in terms of 50. So you can represent, here you can represent the tilt sign. It is 50, 0, 100, 150, 200, 250 and so on. Number of people goes from 1 to 12. So you can take here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have to take difference of 1 unit on y-axis. Now in this case we have to mention the scale. Scale, it means how many divisions, one division you can take on y-axis and how many divisions you can take on y-axis. On x-axis we have take one division is equals to 50 rupees. On x-axis, one division is equals to 50 rupees. But on y-axis, we have to take one division is equals to 1 people. Here, number of peoples are given to you. So, on y-axis, one division is equals to 1 person, or you can say 1 people. You should mention scale. Whenever you draw histogram or bar graphs, you should mention scale, whatever you have to take. Now in x-axis we have take 50, 100, 150, 200, 250 and so on. So one division is equals to rupees 50. On y-axis we have to take number of peoples that goes from 1 to 12. So on y-axis one division is equals to 1 person. So you have to mention the scale. Now 50 to 100. Here number of people is 1. So it is 150 to 100. Number of peoples are 1. Next is 100 to 150. Number of peoples are 12. 100 to 50. Number of peoples are 12. So here it is 12. In this way you have to draw bar graphs and there is no gap between the bar graphs. Next is 150 to 200. In this class interval number of persons are 4. So you have to take here 4. It is 4. Next, in class interval 200 to 250, number of persons are 3. In this way, you have to draw histogram. In histogram, on x-axis, we have to take class intervals. On y-axis, we have to take frequencies. And in histogram, there is no gap between the bar graphs. Whenever you draw graphs, you should mention scale. On x-axis, we have to take 1 division is equals to rupees 50, and on y-axis, 1 division is equals to 1 person. In this way, you can draw bar graphs, or you can infer information whatever given to you in question. Thank you.